Today we are talking about revision, what it actually means to change the past with it and how you can do this, okay? So let's get into it, guys. Hello everyone, my name is Al and welcome to my channel Simply Create with Al. If you're new here, please go ahead, subscribe to my channel. I'm here making manifesting easier for you, sharing all my tips and advice so that you can use them to create the life I've always dreamed of. If you're in need of coaching, go to my description box. All information is there. But right now, let's get into today's topic. So today we are talking about revision, and I decided to talk about this because this week I had two clients talking to me about how their revision isn't working and they have done it once or many times and they can't see any change. So I thought maybe there are many people out there experiencing exactly the same thing, okay? And I thought I'm going to give my perspective in this so that you guys can understand what actually revision is and how it can help you to move on, okay? But as a disclaimer, this is my opinion, okay? And this is how I see, this is how I do it, this is what I have experienced, so we are going to talk about this. The way that I experience revision is a little bit different than what I think many people expect out of it, okay? And I have been doing revision for a long time. I remember doing this as a child to learn how to cope with emotions. I was not someone to talk about how I'm feeling and so on. So I would take it all in and I would deal with it myself. So whenever I was in a situation like I said something that sounded silly and people started ridiculing me, what I would do is I would imagine that situation happening differently. And because I chose consciously to only entertain that version of what happened, I started not thinking about what actually happened anymore. And I noticed as a child that either people weren't talking about it anymore or they would mention here or there and then it was gone, okay? I didn't have to deal with this anymore. So I kept doing this throughout my life. But what I want to tell you guys is, whatever happened, if you broke up with your specific person, if you were let go of your job, if you were rejected at a place that you wanted to work, okay, or your relationship with money is really bad and you want to rebuild this, in my experience, revision actually changes you and how you experience that situation. And through experiencing something differently, you find closure within yourself, okay? So you stop adding that label, I am rejected, I am abandoned, I am not worthy, to your self-concept. You have dealt with this, you can let go, so it's not going to define you anymore. I actually feel that revision is a very important tool if you have experienced something and it changes something within you, the way you see yourself, the way you accept yourself, the way, you think about yourself or you see yourself, then it is amazing because you understand that it has absolutely nothing to do with you. That situation could have happened differently and then you would come to another result, you would have another opinion about yourself, okay? Whatever we are going through in life, this is not personal, right? This is not personal, so don't take it personally. I have used revision, for example, in my relationship with my dad, okay? My dad is a lawyer and I had as a kid traumatic experiences because my dad could not be there for me. So every time I felt rejected, I kind of summarized this in one scene and I revealed that scene. And what happened was my dad was actually able to recognize what happened, come to me and tell me how sorry he is for what happened and that it had actually nothing to do with me and that he loves me and he cares about me and so on. So this was a very healing experience. So the moment that I actually healed myself and I accepted that my dad, at those times, he was not able to be the dad that I needed to, okay? But it had nothing to do with me, okay? I was a kid, and I, of course, had a whole different interpretation of the situation. But as I healed within, okay, I could heal the relationship that I had with my dad. And without me saying anything, he was able to realize all of it and reflect back to me what had happened within me, okay? As I changed it, my dad changed it too. I also use revision in relationships. And for me, my experience was not that I woke up and I was like, oh my God, next day, my specific person is here, we never broken up, everything's fine. I never really experienced this situation, but I have experienced that as we got together, whatever happened in between never mattered. It always felt like the breakup has never happened, although we knew that it had, okay? But in our relationship, it was like nothing had ever stood between us, okay? So this is actually what revision has created in my life. This is how I use revision for, and the experiences I have with revision. Revisions for me are a healing tool. It's just changing the way you see the situation, the other person, yourself, okay? Whatever you are doing this for. It's just a way to cope with what happened and accepting that, you know, all of the feelings attached to the situation don't have to define who you are. You define who you are. Also in revision, the signs you are looking for are internal, okay? It's how you feel about the situation now that you took a different approach to it. Those are the things you have to go for, because in the end, this is going to change your future, because you haven't attached a label to you and who you are, okay? Keep in mind, you are the one who decides who you are, okay? And who you are going to be. So, in revision, you are going to find healing, and this healing is going to change how you move on in your life with that person, or with that money, or with your job and career, okay? Whatever you are actually reviewing in this revision, okay? That's it from me, guys. Thank you so much for being here. If you like this video, give me a like, subscribe to my channel, and we are going to talk soon. Bye, guys.